Hello, my Leo collective. We're doing a twin flame reading for you guys, seeing what is happening in your connection at the moment. What is the dominant energies that you need to be aware of? What's happening in this twin flame awakening? What is happening with your person? Where are you guys at this current time? And what is it that Spirit would like for you to know and be aware of so that you can move, so that you can progress from this point on? Okay, it's a journey. We go through different levels of awakening, different levels of evolution and growth. It is a spiritual awakening. It is about us discovering deeper aspects of who we are and our ability and capacity to tune into unconditional agape love. The twin flame journey is not a romantic story. It is not a fairy tale, and often people get stuck trying to obtain that happily ever after, that fairy tale outcome, the romance, the validation from your person. It's about mirroring an aspect of yourself, a sacred, deep aspect of yourself, and helping you to come to terms with it, but most importantly, to integrate with it, to come into harmony with it, to fall in love with yourself in a new and profound way, in a way that then makes your experience, every experience around you, so much more fulfilling, and helps you to rise up in your calling in the way that you have come here to rise up and to honor your calling and your purpose. So it is a spiritual awakening. It is not some romantic story, and often people get stuck there, and this is why they can't progress. They get stuck in the cycles, going back and forth. So Leo, we're taking a look at what is happening for you in your twin flame connection, what it is, where you might be currently. This is a general reading. It is for a collective of Leo twin flames. Everything may not resonate. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy the energy, and that you are able to receive the guidance that you need at this current time. I always ask that you guys settle into your intuition and ask your guides and keepers to guide you through the reading, to help you to know and to recognize if it is for you, which parts of the reading is for you and which is not. If it resonates, claim it without a doubt. If it doesn't, it's not for you. Let it go. Don't give it another thought. If it triggers, however, that is where your work begins. It is for you, whether you like it or not. Okay? Sometimes what we need to hear is not what we want to hear, but it is for our greatest good. These readings are to serve you and not to hinder. Okay? So, Leo. Spirit shows me that there was when you met your person, this person was in a situation that was not emotionally fulfilling. They found themselves having to walk away from a connection, a relationship, or a situation because it was not fulfilling. I don't feel, however, that your person completely cut ties with this connection. I feel as though this other situation, and you may call it a karmic situation, is one where this person comes and goes. There's a false sense of security. However, with meeting you, you provided your divine counterpart, Leo, with a sacred key. And that is what we are as twin flames for one another. We activate and we unlock these sacred truths about our personal journey and who we are, and the things within ourselves, our ego aspects, our ego self that sometimes hinders and holds us back. And you unlocked something inside of your person that they had never ever experienced within themselves before, or even in the world. Something that your divine counterpart always pondered upon, wondered if it exists, fantasized about, but never quite knew that if it exists or not. And meeting you helped them to recognize and experience this beautiful aspect of themselves, of love, of their emotional capacity that they had been searching for a really long time. I do feel as though there was another individual, and it could be this other person that they keep coming and going from, keep in and outing in a relationship. But I do feel like there was another connection based more on lust, on desire, but a distorted type of desire. And I feel as though this is where a lot of confusion came in for your divine counterpart, not knowing if this is love or if this is just something they're imagining or wanting to believe, or if they should move in the direction of this other connection that seems to be pulling at them as well, in a very intense kind of way. I do feel that this other situation was more sexually driven, though, more ego-based. The thing with the karmic connection is that the reason why those connections are so intense is because they represent an aspect of the individual's shadow self or wounded self. They represent a wounded inner child, a wounded inner masculine, a wounded inner feminine, or an aspect, a physical manifestation of the person's wounding. And because our tendency is to process, to search for our ease, our happiness, and our satisfaction externally, it's the universe brings us, source brings us a reflection of what it is that's broken within us through another person. And we spend years trying to fix this person, not wanting to abandon them, not wanting to turn our back on them, because we're dealing with the wound of feeling rejected, not feeling good enough because we are broken. So we try and fix this person, and we believe that our devotion to them and the intensity of that devotion and wanting to love them into wholeness, we believe that is what real love is about, and that's what a karmic connection is about. And the moment that we heal, because that connection will always keep guiding us to deep back within, well, what is it that I'm seeing in myself in this person? And eventually when we heal, and we will, you'll realize that wasn't real love, it was an attachment. But it feels very, very intense, and it feels real. And this is why many people do find themselves stuck in karmic cycles for a long time. Your divine counterpart, Leo, took a gamble, took a chance. And the decision that they made, which has resulted, I feel, in conflict in your connection, but also in separation for many of you, was really good for them, because it helped your divine masculine to get a closer look at a few things. There are some things here that your divine masculine needed to get a closer look at. And I think that you were a buffer to this person. And so there was a lot that they weren't able to feel, experience, that you were actually buffering them from or see. And what happened needed to happen so that they could take a closer look, zoom in, and get real about some things that were hidden, and deeper sacred knowledge. And that's why the separation is important in the twin flame dynamic, because otherwise we get lost in one another and we don't get to delve into ourselves, meet with ourselves in the way that we are meant to on the journey. So separation is an essential part of the twin flame journey. So some things were revealed for this person, Leo. Let's take a look at what is active for you guys at this current time. What is happening in the energy for my Leo twin flame collective with their divine counterpart at this moment, currently? Okay. Right, so your person is met with dissatisfaction. Okay. I do see that your divine counterpart's focus has been on obtaining stability, It looks to me like they've been focusing on their money, like they've been focusing on their work more than anything else. Finding their own inner stability and financial well-being. This, you will know if it resonates with you, was your person's main priority. It's sorting out their money issues. Okay? And because they were just not satisfied with the relationship, with their own relationship with money. And your person, that's where their focus has been. Your person made the choice that they have made to make sure that their family's okay. And your person made the decision. It looks to me like your divine masculine decided to be with his or her family for the sake of the children, and because there is a sense of emotional security here. There's a sense of safety that this person was holding or is holding on to here. And this divine masculine, male or female, made the decision to go back to their committed relationship, or to not abandon the situation, however it may look, because they believe that that's the right thing to do, that this is where they were needed. And what's happened in the meantime, through making this decision, is there has been more clarity. They were able to get a closer look at some things that they were completely ignorant about or just blind to. Some secrets have been revealed in the situation, which have led them to more dissatisfaction. But this person was never really satisfied in this connection anyway. You know, so many of us believe that doing what is right is what's going to bring us happiness and satisfaction, even though doing that particular thing that we think is right does not give us satisfaction. And I don't know how we think we're going to calibrate to satisfaction and happiness by betraying ourselves and thus others. But it doesn't really matter. There's no judgment. At the end of the day, we get to where we need to be. And it looks to me like your person is at a new place in their relationship with themselves, in their relationship with Source, with that which we call God. And that's a good thing, because this person has, through this journey, learned to really fall in love with themselves, understand what agape love is. And it looks to me like this divine masculine has walked away from this marriage or long-term commitment, or what you might consider to be a karmic situation, because they realize that if it's not emotionally fulfilling, it's probably not healthy. It's probably not what's right for everybody involved. What is it that my Leo's divine masculine is moving towards? Because they're walking away from this old situation. What is it that they're moving towards? Okay. This divine masculine of yours still has a lot to learn. There are a lot of battles ahead within the next few months. That it's karma that they have having to deal with. Walking away from the situation does not mean that they are in complete peace and harmony with the laws of the universe and with realizing how this all works, that they don't get a medal or a badge for sacrificing their happiness because of some social construct of what is happy, of what is good. There is some bitterness and resentment. Having a look at what is real, being able to see what is real. Not everybody responds to it as if that is a gift. Some people respond to it as if it's unfair, because they realize that they've missed or that they've been on the wrong path, and now they feel as though they're having to start over, even though they've lost so much. So there are still some internal battles, but now this divine masculine of yours has a better sense of understanding and seeing the world for what it is. It's the ripples of karma that's going to come back to them. In order for this divine masculine of yours to obtain emotional maturity, there are still a few hurdles, hills, mountains, challenges for them to overcome in the next few months. I don't see them coming into union with you, into harmonious union with you, within the next few weeks at least. Within the next few weeks or months. For some of you, you will find that this person does reach out to you with a new sense of clarity, anywhere from 5 weeks onwards, so within the next month or so. But that doesn't mean that you guys just come together and everything's okay. There is a honest communication, I think, that is going to come about, where this person of yours just acknowledges, takes accountability for a few things, and you will see that shift in energy. But as I said, this person still has a few things, that karmic cycles that need to be closed out. Okay. I want to get some advice for my Leo Twin Flame Collective. During this time, what is it that my Leo Collective needs to know? Or what is it that my Leo Collective can do during this time that will help them in this journey and help them with the energy, with just balancing the energy and bringing the energy into harmony? Okay, so Spirit says you're struggling, Leo. You're struggling and you're resistant to accepting that everything that has happened between you and this person is for your well-being and is for your good. And you're angry and irritable, and you are very possibly lashing out at friends and family who try to give you advice. And even with this person, you're showing up as the Queen of Swords, cutthroat, angry, bitter, just saying things, trying to sort of create as much distance between yourself and this person with your words. You're wanting to hurt them, you're wanting to shock them, if nothing else, into just realizing that they're wrong. But this prevents you from being yourself. You're being someone that you feel you need to be right now to protect yourself or to just be okay today. But you need to accept that you're not okay, and that is okay, and that you're struggling with your acceptance, and that that's where you want to be. You want to be in a place where you are at peace and where you've arrived at harmony with yourself about your situation, and you can respect your divine masculine's process and their journey and not make it about yourself and take it so personally. You want to acknowledge that that's where you'd like to be, but that's not where you are, and that you can be gentle with yourself, and that you can be more kind to yourself and others, to the reality. That's what's going to shift you in the direction that you want to go. Be your true self. Don't try to show up as harder or stronger than you believe you are, because you think being vulnerable is a weakness, because it's not. It's a strength. Don't say things that you think you should say and do things that you think you should do to protect yourself and to show people that you are strong, because then you are not free. You are making decisions to affect other people's perception or perspective of you. You are not doing it because it feels right to you. So settle into your heart space and allow yourself to find yourself once again, because you do feel like you've lost yourself in this situation. You've lost yourself in this twin flame awakening, in this connection. And it's time that you find your way back home, back to self. And that is through honoring the basis of what this connection is. It is about agape love. It's about unconditional love. It's about loving yourself regardless of the conditions. It's about loving yourself regardless of what this person may or may not be doing. It's about loving yourself regardless of where you might find yourself currently, and learning to come into harmony with your now reality so that it can move you forward. Okay, that is your message, Leo. I trust that you've received it well, that it serves you well, and I hope that it's brought you some sort of clarity and a sense of awareness of where you are, and a sense of comfort. If you're interested in a personal reading, you're welcome to contact me. My email is in the description box below. If you'd like to sign up for my Twin Flame coaching, you can contact me through the same email address as well. Whatever you choose to do, Leo, be good to yourself, be kind to yourself, and take good care of yourself. Do what is best for you. Love and light. I'll see you next time.